The difference between looking at the stars in the city and looking at stars out here is staggering.
I know. It's so cool. I think we can see Mars, right? That's what that one is.
I see... Yep, that's my face. Yep, you can see it there, my nose, and then...
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, feels like a really long time ago that I was here. And working through who I was and where I wanted to be and what I wanted to become. And this trip has really been the proof of me becoming who I want to be.
Well, I think what's actually been really cool in doing the climbing, again, especially how important that was for me, having the expertise, getting to the top of a climb and knowing exactly what needed to be done to build an anchor and why, and have experience and technical knowledge. It really felt like a coming into fruition of what I did really want to be like. And I think what's been so cool about being here again is I think I'd like who I've become.
It's really good.
Well, the first Moab trips really felt like an initiation into the community of men that we were with and to almost pre-young adulthood. And this trip really feels like the second initiation into young adulthood, meeting greater challenges. It's more difficult with greater reward.
The journey every man is on is a journey to become the person you want to be. I think a lot of guys assume it just happens to you when you grow up, but then they never seem to find out who they are, who they were meant to be. Most guys are lost in their own life. You have to be intentional. Everything we did out here had a reason to it. Looking for validation in the things we overcome and in words from the men around us. Finding God in the things we love. Taking our enemies seriously. Living with courage. Seeking out friendships. Looking at adversity not as abandonment, but as part of the process of becoming a man. Letting older guys into our lives. Learning how not to lose heart. We were being intentional. This is all about embracing a process, a way of living to become the man you want to be.
This is a decade of discovery and development, okay? Nobody gets to step into a full-blown life the day after college. The real art is to hang on to your dreams while you put in your time, pay your dues.
Well, you talk about that idea of paying your dues always seems to imply for me a degree of fragility, this fear that I'll actually pay the wrong dues or put in the work. Like if you didn't nail in the beginning the foundation that you were building, then you would find that you were far from your dream down the line without the work put in for it. So it seems possible that you could accomplish something great, and then also just incredibly fragile that you would do it right, because the odds seem radically stacked against you.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of complicated because I feel like I have put in my dues in a certain sense. Like I cleaned toilets and I worked 100-hour weeks at a recording studio for a year. They told me I should have been there for 5, but I couldn't handle it anymore. And that sense of paying your dues, it's like, when is enough dues?
Yeah, I hear you, Trevor. I think God has this phenomenal ability in training and developing a young man to use what we might view as wasted time or not on target time to just work character, internal issues that actually are essential to the fulfillment of our dreams. And I think in God's economy, what He's doing in you and for each of us, there's really no wasted time. He's after something.
We're all back home now, back in our normal lives, but it's different somehow. We're living with a different way of looking at everything. We're being intentional about the process, this season of discovering our dreams and becoming the kind of man that can handle those dreams when they do come true. But most of all, we are seeking out the fathering that we still need, that every man still needs, whatever his age might be. This was the core of Jesus' message. We are all sons, and we do not have to walk alone. So we are looking for God as Father. We are welcoming the process of becoming sons. The time we spent in the desert is paying huge returns. It was a time of renewal and strength and validation. Most of all, a time for reframing the way we approach the rest of life. If you don't like the person you're becoming, you've still got time to change that. For you are a son, and you have a Father who loves you.
Rough and worn, don't you hold my hand, 'cause I'll be leaving, follow my dreaming. Bright lights a mountain.
Is that what I did?
A fire left burning, now coals in the sand.
Fresh elk pasta.
And if there's no telling what's coming or going, what you will be, you have been the things that I do. I will do them again. Do them again. So come on, love. Come on, lonely. Come on, rest of today. Maybe I was late, or maybe too early.